Hello and welcome to Curator with Off the Rails. And we're here to look at the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway School of Signalling. I'm here today with Phil Graham, who is our lead volunteer for the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway School of Signalling. Phil, this is an amazing survivor, and that we can still operate it today is something incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. It dates back to 1912 and it was still in use till September 1995, 82 and a half years. And it is also the oldest model railway in the world.
What actually was it used for?
Well, it's used for training staff, signalling staff and operating staff in what had become quite a complex technique by that time, railway signalling.
Perhaps railway signals are the best known. So with the help of the Science Museum, we'll show their development.
Signalling developed because we needed some means to control the trains to stop them running into other trains. Because the steel wheel on the steel rail doesn't have a very good coefficient of friction, so trains need a long time to stop, which is a long distance to stop. The signals tell the driver when they can go and which direction he's going. But it's the signaller who controls those movements, the signaller who's in charge.
So the driver makes the train go, but the signaller tells them where it's going and if it's safe to go.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
But for the driver, there is nothing relaxing about the trip. The complex array of points and signals demand a higher degree of concentration than that of the daily puzzlers. But the driver is secure in the knowledge that the signals are correct.
Signallers needed training, and they needed training in a safe environment. And we can rehearse all sorts of incidents and accidents that may only happen to somebody once in their career, or if they're lucky, not at all in their career. Yet they need to be prepared for it. You can do it in safety on this layout.
I think it's your challenge today is to teach me how to use it, isn't it?
I'm looking forward to that. Really
I'm not
looking
sure I
forward
am,
to that, Anthony.
We'll have a go, shall we?
We will indeed.
Super. All right, thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
To see how the signalmen are taught their business, we go behind the scenes now, where pupils are given a solid grounding in the intricacies of some of the many different signalling systems.
Here we are in one of the nerve centres of this layout, because it's 80 feet of railway, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah,
and
the table's 80 feet from end to end.
Between you and I, with the greatest will in the world, we can't operate this on our own, can we?
No, there are 4 signal boxes on here.
Right, so who have we got on the team today with us?
Right, at T for the terminus, we've got Richard, and we've got Sam at signal box A. You are going to be working B, this signal box here.
Yep.
Peter down at the far end is going to be our driver for today, and we've got Steve operating signal box C.
There's all other material around us, isn't there? So we've got a diagram here and a diagram on the wall. Can you explain those before we get going?
This diagram's here in front of you is for you. And all the levers are numbered from 1 through to 24 in accordance with the signals that they operate.
So we've got different coloured levers.
Yeah. Well, the red levers operate the red signals, and the red signals are the stop signals, which tell a driver to stop. The yellow signals are the distance signals on the approach to the red signals to tell the driver whether or not he's going to have to stop. And then we also set the points in here, and you move points with a black lever. And if the points are facing points and therefore could derail a train, you have to lock them.
I know that bit.
And that's what the blue lever does. Might be getting a bit complicated.
Fair enough.
Now, Anthony.
Well, all right. Well, you can hear my brain hurting.
The very first thing you need to do, because it's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning now, the very first thing you need to do is to open the signal box.
Yes. Yeah.
Sign on in the train register and open the signal box. So let's call attention of signal box A.
So that's this one?
No, this one.
This one here, right.
Call attention back. and then the opening bell signal. Do you know what the opening bell signal is?
555.
Good.
Right.
Wasn't expecting that. 555. And Sam will acknowledge. Now you're not just working to one signaller,
I have
so 555 on this one. Call attention first,
Yep.
always call attention. No, it's this one, this tapper
That one,
here.
sorry, right, yeah, okay.
Right,
Brilliant.
we're open
Right.
for business now.
Okay, there must be a train on its way soon, surely.
There will be a train. You know, they don't employ us for nothing at all, so there'll be a train very shortly.
Right.
But to us, of course, it will be a bell code. That is
There it
Sam
is.
calling your attention
Okay.
from signal box A.
So
You
I'll
need
say, yes,
to
I'm here.
repeat that one beat on the bell. Essentially, that says that you're ready and listening. Now, you've just had a bell signal. What was it?
3-1.
3 pause 1.
3 pause 1.
That was a question for you. What that question was is the downline clear for an ordinary stopping passenger train?
Right.
Before you answer that, you have to be satisfied that the line is clear. If you look back in the train register at last night, you'll actually see that the last train did pass complete last night. So that's fine, the section is clear. But in addition to the section being clear, beyond our home signal, our first stop signal we call the home signal, the line has to be clear for a full 440 yards, clear of trains, clear of obstructions, clear of wagons. And within that distance, all the points have to be set for the
Yes,
safety of the
'cause we have the
approaching
locks
train.
as well, don't we, all the mechanisms.
Those points look all right to
Yeah.
me. But here, the train is going to go onto the branch line.
Right.
So I want you to pull
So I
number
look
9
number 9,
lever.
which is over there, and then number
Yeah,
10
number
for the
9.
lock.
Pull number 9
And
and
see
then
the blades
lock
have
them
gone, and then-
with number 10. So that's the points now.
Yep.
Move to the branch line, locked into position. You now are satisfied that the line is clear and it is safe for the train to approach. So you can now accept that train.
Right.
And you do that by repeating the 3-1 bell code. And then move the block indicator to the line clear position. That's to the green segment.
And that needle
Now
goes
what
there.
that does, as well as showing here in the upper dial, in Sam's signal box A, he will have the
Line clear
the line
as
clear
well.
shown.
Right.
Only when Sam has seen that in that position
Yeah.
is he allowed to clear his signal for the train to enter the section towards you. So he'll be clearing all his signals now in succession. But we're going to need to clear some signals as well. Now, because we've got a short section here, what you're going to need to do now is to offer the train forward to Steve at signal box C.
Right.
So that'll be a matter of calling Steve's attention
On this one?
on this instrument.
Right.
No. A
Oh,
matter
no,
of
I should have called
calling his attention.
Sorry.
Oh, so young in your career, you don't want to get into bad habits. Always send call attention.
Right.
And that's the question for Steve. So once Steve's satisfied, he repeats the 3-1 and he'll give you the line clear up
I
there.
see that.
You're now allowed to clear your signal for the train to
Right.
go into the section. Clear number 20.
And that one's
And
gone.
you then need to clear number 19, which is the section signal. Okay, so that's both your stop signals cleared,
Yep.
but now you need to tell the driver that he can come at full line speed. So you need to clear your distance signal
Which
as well,
is
which is the yellow
The
one.
yellow one, which is 21.
21.
Looking at the diagram. No, it isn't. 21, sorry. 21.
Yes.
I'm not doing very well, am I, today, Phil?
Well, I don't know, it's your first day, Anthony, I think we'll forgive you. So the train will shortly be coming towards you, and the next thing you'll do is receive the train entering section bell signal. Sam will send that when the train is actually passing his signal box. You acknowledge those 2 beats
Yep.
and turn the block indicator now to the train
train
online
online.
position. That's the red segment.
Like that.
Okay.
Okay. So now we wait for the train to
Now
turn
we
up.
wait for the train to come. All our signals are cleared for it. It's going to stop in the station here because it's a stopping passenger train. While the train stopped at the station and we can see it out of the signal box window here, I can see that it's a stopping passenger train just by looking at its face. All trains have faces. Remember Thomas the Tank Engine?
I do, yes. Yeah.
Okay, well it's got just one lamp underneath the chimney, and that is the head code for a stopping passenger train. If this was an express train, it would have one lamp above each buffer, so it would have 2 lamps in total. And if it was an empty train, it would have one lamp in the middle of the buffer beam and one to the left-hand side as we're looking at it. That's an empty train. We'll be seeing an empty train later on. Next train, I think.
Right, so the train's here now.
Yeah, it's just about to pass the signal box, so you need to let Steve know that it's coming. So 2 beats on the bell means train
But no
entering
call
section.
attention on this
No
one.
call attention this time. 2 beats back. And watch the block indicator go to train online. That's right, Steve's done that. Okay.
Right.
Now watch the train as it passes. You're responsible for making sure
I've seen the
no
front
doors
of the
open,
train go.
signals of alarm, no smoke, no fire, no flames, nothing falling off. And
there,
you're also responsible, very, very much, very important, for seeing that the train is conveying a tail lamp. That's your only guarantee that the section is clear. It hasn't
Because
left a
you've seen
bit
the end of the
behind.
train.
The train has got through itself and it's got its tail lamp on. Meanwhile, the train's going on its way. You can put the distance signal back behind it. As soon as it's cleared these facing points, you can put the home signal back. And as soon as it's cleared the section signal, you can put the section signal back. The whole of the train must have passed it, so that's now. Now then, you've seen the tail lamp and you've got the 3 important things. You've got your home signal back to danger.
Yep.
You've got the clearing point back, that's the full 1/4 of a mile, and you did see that tail lamp.
I did.
All those 3 things mean that you can now let Sam know that the train has arrived complete. So call Sam's attention again, back at A, 1 beat on the bell, wait for Sam to reply, and then send the train out of section bell signal, 2 pause 1. And when Sam replies to that 2-1, put the indicator needle back to the central position. That's the normal position. So if Sam was to offer you another train now, you're in a position to accept it. Can't just signal it to you, he needs to offer it to you and you need to accept it.
So we go through that all.
Meanwhile, with this train now, all we're waiting for is for it to arrive at C. But of course it's still in the block section, so the block indicator is still at train online. And that's because the station at C is in the block section.
Gotcha.
So until the train has moved forward from C, we won't be getting train out of section.
Right,
It's all quite safe because
Yeah,
the block indicator's at train online. We
Time
can't
for another
signal
cup of
anything.
tea then.
Time for another cup of tea, you've got it. I think you're going to pass out on this job. So.
I might pass out without any tea.
A very important part of the training is the signalling course, which teaches the men all the intricacies of the railway systems both here and on the continent. A likely lot of lads, aren't they? And they pick up the complicated detail as if they'd been brought up in a signal box.
Time for a bit of a test now, I think, Anthony.
Phil.
Now you have signalled 1 train through at my instruction.
Oh yeah.
Now the next train through is going to be an empty coaching stock train,
Right.
an empty train. Don't quite trust you with passengers yet. But what I'm
That's
going to
very
do with this
wise.
empty train is just stand back and let you do it. So it's all yours.
Right, okay, let's see what we can do then. Well, I'm just about to go into my first signalling exam. I'm used to railway engines, I can manage those, but I think signalling requires a certain mindset, and I'm not entirely sure I'm cut out for this, but we'll have a go.
I mean, he's a very intelligent guy. He knows an awful lot about railways for his job here. But signalling is a bit of a black art, a bit of a speciality. I'm looking forward to finding out. I will be watching.
I know that, I can feel your eyes burning into my shoulder. Call attention. Now I go and look and check the road and check the track because he's offering me a train.
I'm letting you do this.
I know, well, I just... and this is going on the main, so we need to reverse the track. I don't set the signals yet, do I?
You haven't locked the points yet.
Haven't locked the points, no. Number 10.
Number 10.
There we are. Now I have to offer it to Steve.
No,
No,
wrong
that one.
bell.
That one.
It's going on
Sorry,
the main line.
Sorry, main line. Right.
You're only allowed 3 mistakes maximum and you're down the box steps.
Then I watch for the line clear. So I go and work this one out.
So what happens now?
We get a train entering section at some point. There it is. Well, the confidence is growing. You know, you've got to take time and you work out exactly what's there step by step. But I think we'll be okay, yeah.
I think he needs to be looking out for lamps. Lamps are always very important on the railway. Lamps as a head code, and the tail lamp is absolutely vital to prove that the whole of the train comes through the section. I think he needs to be clear in his bells and pauses between bells. Let's see how he does. That's your second mistake, Anthony. What are you doing with the block indicator? You've had the 2 beats. No?
No,
to
line,
the red
line,
segment?
yeah.
Train on line. Now when the empty coaching stock train comes, I've deliberately arranged for that train to come without a tail lamp. That would normally be a gross irregularity, but even grosser irregularity if Anthony doesn't spot it. So let's see what happens.
And here is the train in the
Here
distance.
it is. It won't stop in the station this time. Can you
Because-
see where the lamps are on the buffer
I
bin?
do, yep.
What's
yep.
that
One of-
telling you?
That's telling us that it's empty coaching stock.
That's telling you it's empty coaching stock.
Fantastic. So I see the front of the train is complete. It's not on fire. I don't see a tail lamp.
Right, what are you going to do about that then?
Don't know, panic I think. There's got to be an emergency
Well, the train's
signal.
going forward.
So I've got to tell our man up there, I'm going to ring him up
It's
and tell
going
him.
up. You're going to ring him up?
No, all
We don't use telephones in signal boxes.
I'm going to
Come
use
on,
the
will
bell
you?
code.
Yes, you are.
First
yeah.
off, put that one back to danger.
Okay, so first thing, send him train entering section, 2 beats on the bell. Right,
And
now call his attention. Call attention back.
we've
9,
got an
train
emergency.
pass
9,
without
right.
tail lamp. Now then, you're going to have to
I
let
can't-
Sam know something as well. So what
yeah.
are we going to send to Sam?
I can't send train out of section because it might still be there, part of it.
Exactly.
And we can't send him anything like train running away, but we have to tell him another emergency, which is
4, 5.
4,
4
5.
and 5 add up to 9.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it was 9 to the box in advance, 4, 5 to the box in
In the
rear.
rear, right.
So call his attention first. And what are you going to do with the block indicator?
I'm going to leave it where it is
Exactly.
because I don't know there isn't
You
a
don't
train
know
there.
there isn't a train in section.
Well, the missing tail lamp was really something else for me. I wasn't expecting it at all, and of course that's what happens on the mainline railway. You know, things you expect the unexpected, but I didn't expect the unexpected today.
I think he did quite well for his first time. He did a lot better than I was expecting. I was very impressed with the bell signals he did know. A little bit disappointed that he didn't know train pass without tail lamp. This is an emergency bell signal. You should know it by heart.
6.
I tell you what, you'll never forget it again.
I think I was appalling really, but it was really good fun and kept you on your toes. You know, made you realise just how important and how safety critical signalling a train can be.
I'm tempted to say you did really well.
Tempted, only tempted.
Only tempted. But I tell you what, I'm going to preliminarily issue with a certificate recording your competence.
Thank you, Phil. That's very kind of you. I think it's time for that beer now,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
time for the beer now, absolutely.
Well, I think you'll agree that after a few minutes of hectic activity, signalling really is a team effort, and it's thanks to Phil and the School of Signalling team that we've been able to have such a fantastic time today. But thank you very much, everybody. It's been a pleasure to spend some time with you, and I hope to have another go sometime soon, do a bit better. Thanks very much.
Just remind me to take the week off.
Thanks for joining us today for Off the Rails, looking at the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway School of Signalling. If you've liked it, why not subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos?